Hi everyone, it's Jen again. Hope you're having a good week. Sorry that I didn't make a video last week. I didn't really have anything that I felt like I needed to talk about. I've kind of been, as my health has been improving, kind of just trying to focus a little bit more on managing my time and energy. So I'm starting to feel like I might be getting on that cusp of like kind of getting burnt out feeling. So I think that the videos are probably going to be a lower priority for me going forward. I feel like a lot of what I felt like I had to share with my thoughts in the world have been said. So I don't want to keep forcing it just for the sake of creating videos. I'll probably slow down on the videos and just make them as I feel like I have something that I want to say. Otherwise, it's probably going to be more of like maybe updating when I update my games, like news on that front, and maybe sharing some time lapses here and there. But it will probably be more sporadic going forward. This week, I really wanted to try out this game called Project Dolphin that some of the members of the Discord were talking about. So I went ahead and installed it. Looks like it was made on RenPY. I already like the title screen a lot. It has this kind of cool, what is that? Like an analog kind of like fuzzy effect here in the background. We've got these nice hover over buttons. The sound was a little bit loud when I first brought it in, so I am going to take that down. But the GUI is really fun so far. And it looks like there is also an unlockable gallery here. This like smooth edges to the buttons and stuff is like kind of giving me, I don't know, like Windows, older Windows vibes. A little bit of like, yeah. We're just gonna start. Oh, what would you like to be called? Let's just go uncreative with that. Jen is correct, yes. Alright then, Jen. What pronouns would you like to use? She, her, yes. Thank you for telling us. That will be all the needed information at the moment. Enjoy your day. Cover ad for a brand of synth fish food pops up on your laptop screen. A cheery voice of a man piles on the praise. Are your synth fish looking dull? Want to add a splash of color into your tank? Bring out the best in your aquatic pets. Release the hidden potential they have. Neoflake Special Glow Formula is sure to bring out the neon glow of your fishy friends. Wow, are we sure this is safe? They really glow like little neon signs. The unnatural colors of fish brighten and glow to make a point of how great the product is. Buy Neoflakes at any pet shop or fish hobby store near you. Neoflakes is, whoop, that went by like way too fast. Is that what it's supposed to do? Neoflakes not substitutable for non-synth fish consumption. Okay. Usually you would have clicked the ad button 10 seconds ago, but it looks like the website sold your data to the right company because this was actually something you were interested in. You look at the tank in the living room. Fish of all shapes and sizes swim about merrily in the water. At least you think they're swimming merrily. You're not really sure about the capacity of these synth fish to feel emotions like Mary. That's besides the point, though. You still wanted them to be at their best. Damn, you targeted advertisement, you win this time. Yeah, none of us are immune. Luckily for you, the next day was a day off. With nothing planned, getting those fish flakes seemed like a great excuse to get out of the house for a bit. And while you're at it, why not go to a fish shop that you haven't been to before? You remember seeing a small fish hobby shop on the street. you would pass on the way to the mall. You've never actually explored this part of the city too much. Although you've lived here for years now, there were still plenty of places you weren't familiar with. This street didn't seem all too different from the rest of the district. Buildings that have been made decades ago. Different establishments taking up shop on the ground and upper floors. Sign and advertisement for the name of stores or whatever they were selling plastered on each and every building, trying to grab the attention of whoever passed by, although they still blended together in some sort of visual noise. That accurately kind of like describes a lot of like the added noise to like the backgrounds, to the GUI. None would really hold the eye of a random pedestrian who was just passing by, but that didn't really matter if you already knew what you were looking for. And here it is, Dizons Aquatica, written on a faded sign fixed above the open entrance. Inside, you can see all sorts of different synthfish illuminated by artificial lights, giving the windowless inside a moody feel even with the large entrance letting in sunlight. Yep, this is definitely a synthfish shop. Making your way between the shelves of brightly colored fish to a wall rack of products, eyes scanning over each one. They have a large variety. Just your luck, it seems they have everything except what you were looking for. You've gone this far, you're not going to give up yet, or at least you're not willing to go all the way to a different place. One corner of the room is illuminated by some eye-piercing neon instead a dim light bulb hangs above the store counter. Behind it, a young man sits. Hello? You hear some movement, but no reply. You wait a bit, but still no response. Maybe they just didn't hear you. Try knocking lightly on the table, a bit louder this time. Still no response. Now you really don't like to bother store employees, but they should at least be able to acknowledge your existence when you're right in front of them. Decide to walk to the side of the desk. At this point, you're actually wondering if this guy's okay. But lo and behold, he sits perfectly fine messing with some electronics. The desk is a mess, with bits and pieces of plastic, wire, and metal. You stand there for a few more seconds just watching him. A messy mop of black hair faded to yellow at the tips, covered by worn beanie. His glasses fixed on a doodad in his hand, seemingly dead set on ignoring you. I'm just gonna get straight to the point. This time his face shifts with a hint of frustration, but he makes no effort to look at you at all. Hello, can you hear me? You're just about to give up. If he doesn't want to help you, then why force it? I'll be honest, normally I just wouldn't push it because I'm not that desperate to part with my money. No matter how good the advertising. You're not going to waste one of your free days here trying to get this guy's attention. So with a sigh, you turn around, ready to head out of the store and do something that's less like talking to a wall. I could talk to walls at home. Then just a voice calls out. Alright, what is it you need? So you can hear me. Yeah, I heard you. I'm just rude. Just give me a moment, just give me a second, I'll be with you in a moment. His eyes flicker up to you, then back to his hands that almost immediately fly back up to your face in a double take. Oh, wow. Hey, hello, yes? What is it you need? Now it seems you have his full, undivided attention. Are you sure you want to help me right now? You seem to be very preoccupied with what you were doing. Oh, this is nothing. Just messing with some stuff. Unimportant trinkets, haha. Really, I'm sorry for not getting to you sooner, so what is it you need? I was looking for this brand of synthfish food, Neoflakes, but I couldn't find them, so I was wondering if you had any or if I just missed them. Oh, well, let me take a look. He gets up from the cluttered desk and heads over to the shelf you were at, giving it a good look over. Let's see, Neoflakes. Not those. Glowflakes, not those either. After determining they were not, in fact, on any of the racks, he turns to you. Sorry, it doesn't look like we carry that brand at the moment. Maybe you'd be interested in something else? Oh, a look of disappointment must have been on your face because he immediately retracts his statement. Wait, maybe we have something in the back we haven't put out yet. I'll go check. Just wait here if that's okay. No, you don't have to if that's too much trouble. No, really, it's fine. No trouble at all. Besides, I think I might have given you the wrong impression of me. It would really suck if you never came back around. Because you're a customer, you know, and we value our customers here. Each and every one. And we want our customers to come back. No one gets special treatment. Well, wait, actually, everyone does, so it's not as if I'm only giving you special treatment. Although I wouldn't mind going out of my way if you asked me to, and I'm gonna shut up now and go into the back. He leaves in a hurry through the door that you assume leads to the back room, leaving you alone in the main area. With nothing else to do, you look around. Colorful fish of all types swim in tanks with the buzzing of filtration systems surrounding you. You can see the random technology that guy was working on scattered on the desk. You know, if I'm honest, if I was early in the situation, I'd probably just take out my phone. Taking your phone out of your pocket, you see a message from your friend. Hey Jen, how it going? Sorry, all caps. Anyway, what you doing? Oh, I have a cute avatar. I'm out right now. Getting stuff for synthfish. Hopefully, this person ever finds what they're looking for in the back room. Lucky. Well, it's my day off. I don't know if that's lucky though. You get to go out and have the day off. Oh, okay. Alright, I'm sorry, Mallow. You're right. I will definitely take having the freedom to go out and buy fish food over having to work all day. Well, I'm stuck slaving away at the desk. Yeah, that's rough. I'm just buying some fish food. I don't know if that really counts as having fun. Yeah. Same. I think it does. Looking at those colorful fishes, you should buy one and name it after me. Okay. I love my friend Mallow. It would have to be the cutest one. Aw. Yeah, like your cute avatar. Let's find one that's nice and pink. A really pretty light pink pastel one. Yes, that's what I was just saying. A frilly fins. That'd definitely be your vibe. Stop. You're actually making me blush. Hee hee, good. Evil. Hee hee, that's what you get for having such a cute avatar. Oh. The boss just sent me a message. I guess I should stop procrastinating and actually get to work. Okay, bye Mallow. Bye Jen, have a fun day. Let's look for a pink fish. Can't help but peruse the aisles of fish. Of course, most of these weren't regular fish. Fish are, from the name, partially synthetic. They live longer, don't need to be fed as often, if at all really, and are more resistant towards diseases. Perfect for people like you who couldn't really spend too much time taking care of pets. All you have to do is make sure their filter is clean and add... I didn't read that too fast. Was clean and add minerals to their water once a month, and they would be perfectly happy little guys. Your building didn't allow for cats, dogs, or most animals really, although there were exceptions for aquarium fish. It was probably because, according to your landlord, out of all the pets you could have, fish in a tank were the most like a piece of furniture. Whatever, it works for you anyway. Again, you didn't really have the time to take care of any animal that needed constant active care, whether you wanted to or not. A part of you just needed something alive in your home. Plants were great and all, but you don't know. You just needed something that could move around, feel more alive. Sentient? How sentient are these synthfish anyways? Maybe it's best to leave this topic alone for now. It's probably not the best time to ponder it. I can't help but be nosy and look at people's private property. All sorts of things are scattered on the desk, tools and parts like haphazardly displayed everywhere, but no one object takes your notice. You're taking too long to look in the back, so this is what you get. I tried not to be nosy, but you leave me no choice. The piece of technology that the man was particularly focused on. You're not really sure what it's supposed to be. It's very angular with multiple parts jutting out in a vague wing-like shape. Some sections of it are made with sleek metal, looking new and high-end, while other parts are mismatched. Clearly these parts have just been added in an attempt to either replace missing or broken sections. Another thing that catches your eye, the computer screen displays seems to be plans, schematics for something. Wow, I just don't hold back when it comes to being nosy. You would take a closer look, but you are already being too nosy, really. Afraid of being caught snooping, all you can make out is the word Delphi at the top left corner of the screen. Huh, wonder what that's about. Door swings open, interrupting whatever it was you were doing. Okay, so there wasn't any in the back, but I checked, and it looks like we did place an order a bit ago to be delivered tomorrow morning. So if you want to, you could just come back tomorrow and I have one ready for you, all right? That's great. I could swing by tomorrow. Great. So, see you tomorrow then? You're just about ready to head out, but he stops you. Wait, you can call me Rudy, by the way. That's my name. Well, that's not really my name. It's just what people call me. But you could call me that too, I guess, if you wanted, that is. He ends with an awkward laugh. That's cool. Can I get your name too, if you're okay with that? Wow, okay. I don't know if I'm okay with it. I just want my fish food. No. I'm sure you're not. I'm sure you're a perfectly normal, fine, upstanding person. You just happen to do this 180. With no ulterior motive whatsoever. See you tomorrow, Jen. Have a good day. Bye, Rudy. I don't like to cross that line of professionalism when it comes to interacting with people out in public who are just doing their job. Back out in the sunlight, the day was still young and you had time to kill, so might as well look around. Not much in this area, really. Mostly stores of all types, ranging from pet supplies, bike parts, and even tiles. There were a few stands that sold street food, one of them being a stall selling various refreshments with a few customers standing around. You decided to get one for yourself. Might as well, since you don't really have anything else to do here. After paying, the lady manning the stand hands you a plastic cup full of your requested drink. You take a sip. It's cold, refreshing, and noticeably sweet. Maybe even too sweet. Yeah, not a huge fan of sweet drinks. With your drink in hand, you walk down the bustling city street. The path gets narrow as parked cars and motorcycles crowd the sides of the road, encroaching onto the sidewalk itself. People must squeeze by the spaces between if they want to get through. You shimmy your way through a particularly narrow opening, but fail to notice a sidewalk tile that juts out from the cracked pavement. Your foot catches it and you trip, spilling your drink onto the man walking in front of you. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Was the cold drink splashes onto the man's shirt, leaving an unsightly brown stain. What the hell? Can you watch where you're going? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't see. Yeah, you didn't effing see. You got your head in the clouds or something. You can't pay attention to where you're going for 2 seconds. I feel like this is more about you now than it is about me, because I'm sure we all have had moments of making a mistake and feeling really bad and apologizing, so you might be projecting a little bit there, sir. The man's voice is loud, garnering the attention of people around you. You pull out a handkerchief and offer it to him, which he harshly grabs from your hand. He walks off to an empty corner to pat down the dampness from his shirt. You follow after, attempting to help. I tripped. I didn't see the bump in the way. You gesture to the offending tile. He looks down at it and scoffs. So, no one else tripped over it. Well, but you can give an explanation. Or, more aptly, lack thereof. He cuts you off. What the hell is this anyways? It's just juice. Just great. Now I'm gonna be sticky all day. Alright, yeah, I'm sorry. That does stink, being sticky all day. I mean, how expensive is it to get a shirt washed? I don't know. I don't own any expensive clothes that need to get dry cleaned, so I don't know. But if this makes us even, Steven, I will pay to get it washed. Do you feel bad this is your fault as much as you'd like to blame the blasted sidewalk tile for all your problems? Though he was a bit rude. Okay, he was a lot rude. Still, for the sake of getting things over with, you decide to take the high ground. Please, just let me pay to have it washed. It's fine, I don't need your money. He hands you back down the damp handkerchief and pulls down the shades sitting on his head. Just watch where you're going next time, alright? That he walks off. Collect yourself as best you can. Decide to make your way back to your apartment. This is why I don't like to go out. You don't really feel like being in public right now. Home at last, just as flakeless as you were when you left. The sun had already set, and you wondered if you could just sleep the rest of the evening away. There wasn't much for you to do besides watch something, play a video game, or God forbid, get a head start on work. You end up laying in bed, with your pajamas on, scrolling mindlessly through the net. After a while of mindless surfing, you finally find 2-hour-long YouTube documentary someone else made about discontinued toys. An hour in, you can already feel your eyelids getting heavy, but the buzz from your phone shakes the sleep from your eyes. It's a text from Mallow. Hey, I'm bored. Dang, you still working? No, headed home. This traffic is so ass. Did you get what you were looking for at the fish shop? No, they didn't have it that day. Going there tomorrow, though. The guy said they'll have it then. What was it you're gonna get again? Neo Flakes. Supposed to make synth fish glow or something. I don't know. It just looked cool. Wow, like actually glowing, not like glow in the dark, but actual glow. Well, that's what they were advertised to do. Maybe I should have looked more into it. Yeah, I could be like poisoning these synth fish. They actually glow. Maybe you can use them as night lights. Do you think I still use those? MF. Ha ha ha. Well, do you? No. I like darkness. I think between you and me, you would be the one who still uses the nightlight. What? No way. What makes you say that? I don't know, you just give me that vibe. I bet it's because of my childlike whimsy. So what else happened today? Nice emote. I spilled juice on a stranger. I bumped into this guy, spilled juice over him. He was like really mad. I mean, really mad. Are you alright? What happened after that? I don't know, I just apologized and like offered to pay for his laundry, but he didn't accept it. Told me to keep the money and walked away. So I guess it could have ended worse. What about you? I don't like to make assumptions, even though that guy was like asking me for my name and all that stuff. Oh yeah. Look what I found at the secondhand store. Oh. Very nice. Pretty good condition too. Whoa, what a good find. Didn't know you could find anime figurines at a secondhand store. Sometimes you can find some, but it's usually janky fake ones. You usually only have sub or popular anime. Or really old ones. Is this anime old now? Fave anime in my teen year is old and irrelevant, which means I'm... Stop, you're only in your 20s. I thought it said like 205 for a second. You're only 205. You're only in your, I don't know, double centuries there. Old and the mouth. I'm almost messed up. See ya, Jen. Night. Hope you get your fish food. Night, Mallow. Charge your phone, set it to... You charge your phone, set it next to you on the bed, and rest your head on your pillow. Once again, your eyes close, and you let the whirring sound of your fan drift you off to sleep. Next day, at the fish store. City is as busy as always. Today was your day off, so you decided to stop by and pick up those. I had 2 days off in a row. I'm so freaking lucky. You were hoping to make a quick stop, but the store was empty. Rudy nowhere to be seen. Hey, Rudy, are you there? It's me, Jen. I'm here for the Neoflakes. Nothing but silence. Maybe he isn't here. Maybe he's doing something where he ignores customers again. You can always stop by later when he's in. Something catches your eye, a flash of light. Back room, accompanied by a strange zapping sound. Well, that's weird. Is somebody in there? You can't help but curious. Maybe Rudy didn't hear you. Approaching the door, more zapping and flashing comes from behind it. Nothing wrong with just checking, right? If he's here, he won't mind since he asked you to come back, and after all, and if he's not here, you'll just leave. And just like that, you managed to talk yourself into trespassing. I'm really too noisy for my own good. I didn't even knock first. Gosh, dang it. I need some lessons in manners. The room is a mess of boxes and fish products and unused tank stacks on the shelves. Nice horse poster, though. In a corner is a desk with even more electronics, old TVs, and monitors. On the table, a single can of Neoflakes sits next to the freshly opened box. Guess you really did get one ready for you. In the corner, some funky-looking machine hums with energy before sparking again. Looks like you found where the noise was coming from. Well, maybe it's supposed to do that? Oh dear. Or maybe not. Plume of black smoke rises from the machine. Some drifts into your face, making you gag on the sick smell. You do something about it before the thing catches on fire. Doesn't seem to be plugged in any sockets, so you have to find a way to cut off its power source. Looking around, you spot a fuse on one of the walls. Whatever this thing is getting its power from is probably connected to that, right? Should you really be messing with that thing? You're already not supposed to be back here, and touching the fuse box seems like you could really F things up if you didn't know what you were doing. Oh dear. Oh F, it's on fire. Frantically look around for something. Maybe a fire extinguisher or anything, because that would have been too easy, so there are none. No choice, you open the fuse box, and panic begins. Panic in the fuse box, and in a panic start flicking switches to turn knobs at random. Whatever damage this is going to do, it won't be anywhere near as bad as the shop getting burnt to a crisp. Suddenly everything goes dark. You must have shut off all the lights. The machine has stopped making the horrible buzzing noise, though, so that's good. You take out a sheet from the shelves to smother the fire out. It's more excitement than you bargained for. Maybe you should just show yourself out. You were just about to do so when you took notice of a faint blue-green glow coming from upstairs. Now what could that be? You really should just get out. You have other things to do after all, but oh, what the hell, you've already gone this far. Why not go all the way? Yeah, I guess I might as well go apologize or let the person know that they have a fire. The top room is even more of a mess of electrical work and the machinery in every nook and cranny. That, along with the occasional loose sock or t-shirt, wires and tubes scattered over the floor and walls with a faint glow, most leading to one thing. Large pod shoved up against the wall. This must be where the light was coming from. Stepping closer, you don't think you've ever seen something like this. Wires of all shapes and sizes snake around the room till they feed into the back of the metal pod. Hissing sound of high voltage comes from inside. You can almost see a form through the opaque glass, though you're hesitant to lean closer. What if it spontaneously combusts? One life-threatening experience is more than enough for you to say thank you very much. Suddenly, the door opens, making you jump back in shock. Yeah, this was probably a super bad idea. A person? He leans out, eyes closed, his pale skin shines, the faint light framing his eerily handsome face where his ears should be a familiar piece of technology is. Suddenly he opens his eyes, the electric blue that almost glows in the dark. Wait, no, they are glowing. Those same blue eyes are focused on you now with a look of surprise. The person must have just realized you were there. His gaze quickly turns to something more icy. Who are you? He looks you up and down, as if the answer to his question could be found somewhere on your body. You're not supposed to be here. He steps out of the pod, and you, in turn, take a few steps back. Now you carefully see him. Even his outfit is strange. A matching set of baby blue arm warmers on top. Shiny metallic pants. He looks like he's dressed for a rave. The strange man stares you down, and you finally find your voice. I guess I can explain. Wait, please, I can explain. Go on then, explain why all the power's been shot while a stranger is standing in front of me right now. I wasn't doing anything bad, I swear. Explain the best you can what exactly happened. Hope to clear up any wrong ideas he had about you. Why should I believe you? Why would I lie? I don't even know what's going on. There was a fire, I put it out, followed a strange glow, now I'm being grilled by some disco pod alien. Disco pod alien? Really now? Okay, I could have worded that better, but it's basically what happened. I swear, that's all I know. He goes silent, uses his jaw to tighten as he sizes you up. He scans you from toe to tip. The look deep in thought. Involuntary shiver runs down your spine as pale blue eyes lock with yours. You feel frozen in place. You do seem familiar. But how? Wait, are you... Is your name Jen? Yes, that's me. How did you... Rudy mentioned you. Maybe you are telling the truth. There was a fire, huh? Guess I should be thanking you then, since you just stopped a tragedy. Apologizing for coming off so hostile earlier. Yeah. Of course one of Rudy's contraptions would catch fire. I'm surprised half the things he makes don't combust. Or that he's able to fix me at all. So you know Rudy, right? Can I buy his fish food? I've been living with him, I guess is the best way to describe it. I should probably introduce myself. My name is Delphi. As you can probably tell, I'm not exactly human. Yeah, I was gonna ask about that, if you don't mind telling me that is. It's fine, I guess, since you've already seen this much. I am... Oh, where do I even start? I'm a synthetic being. Partially technological and partially chemical. Like a cyborg? Yes, like a cyborg. How'd you end up here then? Upstairs of an aquarium shop? It's complicated. The gist of it is that Ruby found me in disrepair and brought me back to a functional state. Well, mostly functional. Said a lot of my parts must have been custom made and are difficult to find suitable replacements for. I don't doubt it. Never seen anything like you before. Where'd you come from anyway? Who made you? I'm sorry, that's probably rude to ask. It's alright, I couldn't answer your questions even if I wanted to. I have no memory or knowledge of my past before waking up. Unfortunately, my earliest memory is of Rudy's face. Lucky me, I know. I mean... These are both kind of... My face any better than his? Compared to his, yours is leagues better. I wouldn't mind a face like yours being the first thing I woke up to. Wow, okay. Well, thanks. You're welcome. I was just being honest. Okay, I just realized this is a weird conversation. How do we get this coffee? I'm gonna go and check on the damage downstairs. Have to make sure it's nothing too bad. It's just dark and messy. So this guy just left his aquarium shop open with this guy living upstairs. Like nobody was ever gonna just wander in. And I don't know, do people lock doors here? This is gonna be an easy fix. Duffy approaches the busted, burnt-looking machine. He pulls out various wires from it and turns the lights back on. This time the machine stays silent. He must have cut it off from the main power supplies. Well, that's Rudy's problem for when he gets back. Oh, you came here for something, didn't you? Yeah, Neoflakes. I was supposed to come and pick him up. Is that it on the table? Feel free to take it. I'll go ahead and take some more stuff if you want. Wait, I could just take it? I really don't mind paying. I've got the money here. You just save us hundreds of thousands by preventing a fire. It's literally the least I could do. I doubt one can of fish food will be missed. Actually, there's something you can do in exchange. Don't go around telling people about me. This should stay between us. Okay? I don't think people would believe me anyways. Oh, look, you've got your name on your shirt. Isn't that nice? You don't have to worry about anybody taking it. I get it. I won't tell a soul, promise. Thank you for understanding. I hope you can keep that a promise. He takes your hand with care and places the Neoflakes in your palm and lock eyes once again. Is that a threat, sir? Or are you, like, being overly friendly? Because this is infringing upon my personal space. It's a deal, then. What's going on here, Rudy? You should lock your door when you go out. Just saying, especially if you got some, like, crazy science experiment and, like, fire-inducing technology running. You should probably turn that off before you leave and lock the doors. The moment breaks, and both of you turn to the doorway where a very surprised Rudy stands. His eyes look between you and Dolphin in panic before he immediately goes between both of you. Jen, you're here. I didn't expect you to come so soon. You told me to come get the fish food. Did I not seem enthusiastic to get my fish food? Don't mind this guy. He's a friend who stayed with me for a while, a bit eccentric, you know. He's a DJ, so you really should be upstairs getting some sleep for tonight. What are you doing, man? You'll blow our cover. Don't bother, I already told her everything. Oh, well, why'd you go and do that for? Not like much of a choice. You saw me in my hull. Willing wires sticking out of me and all. Maybe spend less time criticizing my decision instead be thankful, Jen, for saving your business from fiery demise. Fiery demise? Your little contraption over there broke in a major way. Jen wasn't here, along with me and the rest of the synth fish would be crisp by now. It caught fire? Rudy rushes to the charge machine assessing the damage done. The look on his face, there isn't much hope of saving it. It's gonna be a pain to repair, but Dell's right. Things could have gone a lot worse. She really saved our asses. Yeah, so next time, turn off your dangerous machines, lock your doors. Basic adulting 101. Truly, that's why you should let her have the fish flakes for free. That's fine, I can pay. No, you can have it. It's all yours. I'll even throw another one for free. Are you sure? Of course, I was actually planning on giving it to you for free in the first place. Okay. Alright, if you insist. Your phone buzzes in your pocket. Pulling out, you see a message from your employer. Oh, it's the boss man. Something came up. Can you get here in 10? You don't bother answering back. He puts a question mark at the end, like he's asking, but you know he's not. So much for a day off. I knew 2 days off in a row was too good to be true. I gotta go to work. Alright, guess we'll see you around. Maybe. I don't know. I'm pretty busy, so no promises. It's cool, I get it. I guess electrical fires leave a bad impression on customers. Definitely 1-star review worthy. Well, anyway, have a good day, Jen. Oh, one more thing. Yeah, you should really get a fire extinguisher. Remember to turn off your dangerous machines when you leave and lock your doors. Of course, after this, we would be stupid not to get one. Maybe some fire detectors too while you're at it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's like building code violation there. I'm just looking out for you. Knowing you, half the building would be in flames before you even noticed there was a fire. Alright, I get it. You're right, though. About your obliviousness. No, about the smoke detectors. Anyways, until next time, Jen. Yeah, have a good day. I'll certainly try. I gotta go to work, though, so it's probably gonna suck. Well, time to make it to that oh-so-important meeting. Push shakes and moves. You don't pay much mind to it. Moon beside you sleeps. That was first time in days. Hell, maybe it was. So comfortable in deep sleep, she might even start drooling on you. Maybe she does. At least you're actually able to nab a seat on the moving sardine can. The many pros and cons of everyday life, you suppose. The bus stops at a red light, leaving you the perfect view of the congested road. Definitely not making it in 10 minutes. Wonder if he'll be mad. I'm doing the best I can, okay? If you're late, you're late. It's not like you could have done anything about the traffic. Besides, this will for calling you in such short notice on your free day, too. Technically, I'm not on the clock, so I didn't even have to answer your message, sir. Boss man. Look past the jungle of cars and trucks, you see the sidewalk. A young boy points at one of the toys in the store window. So much enthusiasm, you don't hear the begging. That! Buy me that! I want that! Oh my goodness, child. You need to learn some manners. That being Otto, the Robo-Dog Zero, which is exactly what it sounds like. Okay, maybe I want that too. A robotic pet dog, which you could assume is a slight upgrade from the yapping dog toys that walk around aimlessly. Oh, it's probably overpriced. Voice demand goes unfulfilled as the man with him simply wags his finger before grabbing his hand and walking away. Better luck next time, kid. Work on your hustle. You gotta, sweeten them up before you go for the squeeze. As the bus continues on, your mind wanders back to the crime shop for a moment. The strange advanced technology you saw there. Just a few streets away is something completely new and revolutionary. To be honest, scary. Only now in this crazy... Yeah, that's probably kind of unethical, too, because, like, synth human sounds a little bit, like, adjacent to, like, people trafficking and cloning, like, probably, like, kind of illegal black market underground, like, slave things attached to that. And why does that guy know how to, like, work with that kind of technology? Yet he's running a fish store. Very, very interesting. Probably should be locking my own doors at night now. I probably know things that I shouldn't be knowing. And only now, in this crowded, noisy bus, do you actually have a moment to stop and think about what the hell actually happened back there. Delphi, what was his purpose? Who made him? How did Rudy find him? And are the people who made Delphi going to be looking for him? Is that what that, like, nameplate tag on his on his shirt is? Why the shiny metallic pants? Yeah, you'd think you'd want them to blend in more. Before you get too deep in thought, though, the conductor yells out, declaring you've reached the stop. The gasp, the woman next to you wakes up, eyes shooting open in seconds. Quickly, she gets up from her cozy napping spot next to you and makes her way out. The spot doesn't stay empty for long, though, as another tired business swoops in right next to you with a relieved sigh. The man reaches under him and pulls out a metallic pen. This yours? Can't say it is. I'll take it anyway, I guess. I have enough of these pens in my bag to last me a lifetime. Okay, sir, you could just leave it there. That's really pushy. Take the fountain pen from his hand. It feels well made, with a good weight to it. Engraved on the metal barrel is the word momentum. Momentum. Some of those handout companies give to their employees for promotion. I feel like this is a sign. The cosmos are in alignment. All these are not just a series of coincidences, but they are leading to a very transformative moment in time. This is like my fated path. Not the unusual kind either. This is no cheap plastic ballpoint pen you would see handed out at company events. This is solid metal construction. These would be expensive to manufacture just to give away to some low-level employees. Momentum? That name seems familiar. Where have you heard of this company before? The information sits somewhere in the back of your mind, but you can't seem to bring it forth. You put the pen away and lean back in your seat, deciding instead to focus on other things. Take out my phone and Google search. Eventually, the bus starts to cover more ground, and after what is definitely more than 10 minutes, you arrive at your office building. Sorry, boss man. You should be grateful I'm even here, that I even saw your message. That I even had my phone charged. You go in and you scan your ID, and the guards let you pass. You make your way up to the 4th floor. You expect your boss to be waiting for you. Where the hell is that? Oh, good, you're here. Your boss, Magalang, a gaunt man with a perpetual scowl, the owner of Guardia Tech, an integrated security provider, where they develop security safety technology for CCTV, smart locks, tracking inventory, a bunch of other stuff. Yes, I should be giving the aquarium guy my sales pitch. Security solutions for every scenario. If you had had my security technology, it would have like given you alerts about like the electrical failure. It would have like locked your doors from keeping your super secret illegal technology from getting stumbled upon by some random person just trying to buy fish food, you know. That's what it says on the website anyways. You're rolling all this? I need you to type up some reports. Measly pencil pusher. Sir, you know today is my day off, right? Don't you have, like, AI that can type up your reports? Nobody wants to read those things anyways. Was it supposed to... You look like the type of capitalist person who wouldn't really care about keeping people employed. Okay, Anne, you already came out of this right, didn't you? Just take the overtime and think about how good that extra pay will be. You know, you're still young.
When you're old and rich, you can spend your time doing whatever you want. But to get there, you gotta put in the work while you still have your youth. You gotta waste your youth on false promises that this guy gives you. But when you're old and rich and still working like a mule... But sir, you're old and rich and still working like a mule. That's what you'd like to say, but lack the guts too. Draining as it might be, you still like to keep your job. It was the highest paying job you've ever had, after all. Yes, sir, I'll work on those reports right away. Just as you're about to head to your desk, the elevator doors open and a familiar man steps out. He strides up to your boss, a good few inches taller than him, and swings a hefty arm around his shoulder, jostling the lanky man. Kuya, have you finally agreed to that? He glances over at you, his eyes light up with recognition before quickly going back to talking to your boss. So yeah, have you agreed to the deal? I'm telling you, this is going to be a good investment. Nightlife in this city is booming. Alex, I told you I'll have to think about it. Come on, Gab. Think on it too long, the opportunity passed you by. Be a man of action. We'll talk about this later, alright, in my office. Now in front of this low-level pencil pusher. Okay, but later. I have work to do. Mr. Magalang shakes off Alex's arm and turns to address you. And what are you still doing here? Get to work. Push that pencil. Oh yes, of course, sir. With a last huff, he leaves to attend other matters, leaving you to stand there. Well, you and... So you work for my brother, eh? Now this is hilarious. Random person who spilt juice on my shirt, working for my brother? What a small universe we live in. You heard the boss. I've got work to do, so you make a gesture with your hand signaling to your departure. I am so happy to push pencils if I don't have to talk to this guy about his shirt. Hey, not so fast. What's the rush for? I didn't know any better. I say you didn't like me. Why? Because you, yelled at me for, tripping when I literally apologized? His tone drips sarcasm. You know, I don't think I caught your name. I'm fairly certain you caught mine. Jen. So, Jen, how long have you been working here? I'm just gonna not bring up how you two met. Good. You'd almost like to pretend like it never happened to either. Just a little over a year. Do you like working here? Well, I don't like being called in on my day off. I really should get... Wow, he must really trust you if he wanted you of all people to come in. I mean, I guess. Look, I don't think... And... Just say Gabriel, Mr. Magalang, and you have a close relationship? No, not really. Where's he going with all this? Really, not even a little bit? Not even work friends? Water cooler buddies? Favorite employee? Favorite wage slave, maybe? Nope, he's my boss, I'm an employee, and that's about as far as our relationship extends. I see. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, I have to ask, why do you want to know? Kind of hoping you put in a good word for me with your boss in my little business venture. Just why would I do that? Look, I know we might have gotten off on the wrong foot when we first met and how you really spilled that drink on me. But I forgave you in the end, so there's no need for you to feel bad about it. And you even offered to help wash it. Shows humility. Not a lot of people with that these days. Yes, you're looking at one such individual. What kind of business venture is this exactly? I'm in the process of building a nightclub. I'd like my brother to invest, and I'd like to have you help me convince him. You convince my brother to agree to my proposal, and I convince him to give you a raise, a promotion even. What do you say? I feel like you'd be getting the way better end of it. I mean, I don't even know if I think your nightclub's a great idea, so I'm not really in any position to be... Yeah, no way. You'll have to do this on your own. Watch your tone. Fine, suit yourself. Presses the elevator button and the doors open right away to an empty cabin. Does this guy always get a smooth exit? Who knows, you might just reconsiders. He steps in, leaving you, parting words as the doors close. You take a seat at your desk. Despite all what happened today, you focus on finishing your task. By the time you're done, the sun has made its way across the sky, started to sink into the horizon. You collect your belongings, stiff joints popping as you stand up from your seat. You're ready to go home and get some rest. Thankfully, there wasn't too much traffic on the commute back. Unlocking the front door. See, I know how to lock my doors. You walk into the dark, empty apartment, not bothering to turn on the lights. Glancing at the fish tanks sitting on the counter, its inhabitants swimming slowly back and forth. As you approach, the synth fish seemed to sense your presence, moving more energetically. A can of neoflakes you got from Rudy's in your bag. You want to try this num-nums? I'm sure it's not dangerous at all. I'm sure it's been thoroughly tested for safety and health. In a can of fish food, you gently sprinkle some of the flakes into the water. The synth fish act quickly. Within a few seconds, every last flake has been gobbled up, even a speck. I feel like I need to feed you guys more often. Faint glow starts to emanate from the synth fish, getting brighter by the second. Soon enough, they glow in intense neon. The natural colors are amplified to extreme, lighting up the tank like signs on a deep city night. The fish don't seem to be bothered by it. As far as you can tell, they act as if nothing has changed at all. Putting away your things, you get ready for bed, tucking yourself to your cool, inviting sheets. You drift off to sleep, dreaming about the fish that glow like neon signs in the gleam of polished metal. It was late in the afternoon when you made your way home from work. The events of yesterday still play out in your head. You decide to take the route that passed by Dizon's Aquatica, although you're not yet sure whether or not to visit. What would you even like to do? Then out of the alleyway, somebody walks out carrying a stack of boxes, 3 in total, one on top of the other. So tall that your vantage point is obscured by the head of who is carrying it. They take a turn and lightly bump into you. Watch where you're going, person. Your head's in the clouds. You're about to spill. Did you send someone? Oh, I'm sorry. Jen, it's you. As the person peeks from behind the stack, you see it's none other than Dolphin. It's alright. Looks like you get your hands full. It's a lot of boxes. It's even half of it. He turns to look behind him. You do the same. Farther in the alley, you see Rudy next to a pile of cardboard boxes, struggling as he loads the largest of them onto a platform trolley. An admittedly shoddy-looking trolley. Once it's fully loaded, he starts to push. After a few steps, one of the wheels pops off, making the trolley lean to one side. This causes an avalanche of boxes. They tumble down, making a loud crash sound. Ow! Things do not seem to be going well. While he's still messing around with that thing, you decide to just carry them in. Wait, what was that? I think I misread that. Oh, while he's still messing with that thing, I decide to just carry them in. Very practical. So what's in them? I'm so nosy. I'm trying so hard to mind my own business, but I'm like super curious. For that moment, he gives a contemplative look. He starts starting to shake the box in his arms. He shakes them so vigorously that makes you worry they'll topple over, though he doesn't seem to be all that concerned. Boxes make a light rattling sound. I'd say a bunch of junk. Hey, I heard that. Rudy makes his way over, 2 boxes in hand. I'll have you know this is high-value junk, personally handpicked by me. I see how value junk. Good to know there's a difference. I also see you've given up on that busted trolley. I fixed it. At least I thought I did. Oh, huh. Hi, hey, Jen. He looks over at you. I'm usually better at fixing things. Well, while I'm here, would you guys like some help carrying those in? It's fine, you don't have to. Some of these boxes are pretty heavy, too. Not that I don't think you could. I just don't want to make you carry stuff, you know? You're so coy, Rudy. Somehow I'll actually be great. What coy? I'm not. It's just carrying a few boxes. I don't mind at all. Sure, I'll pick up whatever you can. Okay, you all get to work carrying boxes, some heavier than others, into the building. Hey, Rudy, what are in these anyways? Oh, just tech stuff, machine parts from junk shops, scrap piles. Honestly, most of it is probably junk, but you never know what treasures you might find. Case in point. He gestured to the head of Delphi, who was sitting down, boxes on the table. You found him in the trash? Really? You say that in a low voice. You get the feeling Delphi would not appreciate the subject. Well, not exactly the trash. I didn't realize what he was at first. I thought I found a dead body. damn near called the police. That was definitely a crazy day. Maybe I'll tell you the full story sometime. Three of you continue to carry boxes through the shop and up the stairs. Rudy instructed you to place the ones you're carrying in the small storage behind the hallway. In the light, you see the top rooms clearly in its electric glory. There was the main space where, in any other case, would be considered a living room, dining room, kitchen. Now it seems to function more like a workshop with all sorts of odds and ends scattered around, large tables, spare parts, monitors, and of course, Delphi's pod. Sticking out amongst its surrounding like a sore thumb, a shiny metallic sore thumb. Besides the storage, you saw another door. Rudy's room, you assume? It's not that bad, is it? Rudy says in a joking manner. Hey, as long as there's not mold, you're cool. For a place that's got so much stuff, it's actually a lot cleaner than I thought. Don't expect it to keep looking this nice for too long. Delphi chimes in, not with all that high-value junk we just brought in. It's a good thing you're here to keep the place together. Hey, maybe that's what your purpose is. Maybe you were meant to be some sort of house cleaner? Doubt it. Clean only because you don't. That's not true, Rudy says, looking at you. I clean the dishes pretty well. Don't chap think, Del? Now that is true. Maybe it's your life's calling. Rudy, professional dishwasher. Has a good ring to it. It keeps the cockroaches away, okay? Now that we've got everything, how about buy some pizza for all that hard work? Pizza does sound good right now. All you've had today was some coffee. It's too bad I'm lactose intolerant. Well, that and a pack of Sky Flakes you found in your bag. You don't even know how long you've had that there. Your stomach growls at the mention of a substantial meal, but it wasn't the only one. You don't need to look hard to source the second growl. You turn to see Delphi with his hand on his stomach. Yeah. I guess you and me are in agreement then, Jen. You eat food? Yeah, he does. A lot, actually. It earns him an elbow from the side from Delphi, to which Rudy responds with a amused laugh. I do eat food, yes. Does that surprise you? I don't know. I guess I thought you got all your energy from that pot of yours. You're not wrong. It functions like a charging station of sorts, but that's not enough. Flesh, blood, muscle. That still needs sustained like everyone else's. I suppose Delphi still has human parts that need to get energy from food. Where did you harvest these parts from? How much of him is flesh and how much of him is machine exactly? Alright, how about we move on from this flesh and blood talk and on to pizza? What are we feeling? After coming to agreement on what pizzas to get, Rudy and Delphi go off on their own tasks. Rudy sits at his desk typing away at his computer. He looks over at you, giving you an inviting smile before going back to typing. Delphi, on the other hand, is taking out the contents from the boxes, organizing them. His gaze meets yours and he smiles at you warmly. Wow, you guys are really nice to just let me hang out here for doing nothing. I feel like I should do something, so maybe I will help you organize. Looks like Delphi can use some help. Hey, need a hand? Well, aren't you the helpful sort? Well, I mean, I did bring in boxes for you guys. Sitting right next to him, you start taking out items from the boxes. To you, it just looks like a bunch of old computer parts, motherboards, power supplies. Is all this stuff gonna be useful? Not sure. Rudy's the one who usually comes up with most of the plans. I'm not the most tech savvy. At least not compared to him. You seem to know how to disable that machine downstairs. I honestly couldn't figure it out at the time. Then again, there was more fiery matters you were concerned with. Oh, that. I know some things. Just enough to help where I can. How about you? You into this sort of stuff? That's interesting. I dabble here and there. Learned a lot while building my own PC. It was pretty fun. Kinda makes me want to build another one, even though I don't think I have the budget for it. Yeah, I know RAM prices these days. You built your own PC? That's cool. Gaming, I assume? When I first started writing parts, I was convincing myself it was to help my work, but yeah, it was mostly for gaming. Delphi chuckles, shaking his head in amusement at your response. How about you? Do you like video games? I think I do, actually. You think? That doesn't sound very sure. I guess I just haven't played enough of them. The ones I have played, I really enjoyed. Do you not play games as a kid? I mean, I don't know what your childhood was like. You have amnesia. I'm so insensitive. I'm sorry. I was never a kid. Oh, I wasn't thinking. It's alright. You look at any adult and reason to stand they had a childhood. Even though he literally told you that he didn't remember anything since he, like, saw Rudy's face. Don't rub it in. Not your fault you happen to meet the only one that doesn't. Pregnant silence faced over both of you. Delphi has never been a child. The way he is now is probably the way he's always been. Hey, Delphi. Yeah, Jen? How long have you, been around? Wishing you had worded it better. Look at his eyes tells you that he understands what you mean. Let's say around 3 months now. If I had any life before Rudy found me, I certainly don't remember. As far as I'm concerned, I've only existed as I am for 3 months. Both of you are left in silence once again. The tone of conversation had turned somber. Delphi looks as if he has something to say, but hesitates. Delphi, Oh. What's that? I'm sorry, one moment. Delphi takes something out of his pocket, sporting cutesy design, pink, egg-shaped with a small screen, 3 blue buttons. Is that a Tamagotchi? I didn't know these were still a thing. A small creature on the screen hops and whines, begging for food. A few swift buttons presses, Delphi feeds it. Now full, the creature pops down a contented smile as a little pixelated face. Delphi avoids her gaze, slight flush across his cheeks, clearly embarrassed. I remember those things, used to have one. Could barely keep it alive for a week. His features soften at your response. Glad I'm not the only one. Been trying to raise it to adulthood, they keep dying on me somehow. I swear I just need to keep one long enough for it to reach adulthood and then I'm done. How long have you been at it? An embarrassing long time. Well, it can't have been longer than 3 months. 3 weeks of my life. So I'm not the most self-realized person, forgive me. Spent 1/5 of my existence failing at pushing buttons. He speaks with an actually dry tone you can't help but chuckle at. Delphi takes notice of your light laughter, a gentle tilt of your smile. What? Oh, it's nothing. He looks away, a mischievous turn to his lips. I just don't push. I don't know what to say. It's nothing bad, is it? Nothing bad at all. It's the older version of the Tamagotchi. I had one exactly like this as a kid. Rudy gave this one to me. Such a stupid reason, too. He hadn't paid the internet bill for a month yet. Hey, Rudy, you going out? Yeah, I'm gonna go pay the net bill. I can't believe I forgot it. Leave your phone with me. Let me use the data. What? No way! I don't play with your games anymore, so... Oh, well... I've got a game for you. Ta-da! What's that thing? It's a Tamagotchi. It's a virtual pet. You feed it and take care of it and stuff. This is supposed to be fun. Yeah, gotta go. Give it a try, alright? I can safely say it's the biggest regret of my life of playing this thing, but I can't stop until it's over. Why not? Because I refuse. Well, it does seem like you're invested. Is that what you do most days? Play games, I mean? My options are limited around here. Video games are fun, but it's not what I do mostly. Especially not after Rudy cut me off from his GameCube. Nowadays, I just get into music. Really? Yeah, mostly just listening to CDs in Rudy's collection. He has quite a lot. I also play some guitar. You're going to ask me to play something for you. I'm sorry to say it's out of tune right now. Well, maybe someday. It's a shame. I'd like to hear you play sometime if you're okay with an audience. Sure. Just use my audience, and I don't think I'd mind at all. You and Dolphin take a moment to look around at the mess on the table, as well as the stacks of boxes yet to be sorted. Looks like you two have got a bit absorbed in the conversation. I guess I wasn't much help after all. Haha. It appears so. Maybe I should leave it to you then. Alright. For what it's worth, I enjoyed our conversation. You walk over to Rudy, immediately notices your approach. Hey. Hi, Rudy, what you doing? Nothing that interesting, just boring business stuff. My dad messaged me early saying I need to get everything sorted out, so I have to do taxes. Haha. Oh, taxes, I am sorry, my boy. Like I said, boring stuff. Your dad? Yeah, my parents own this place. I'm just managing it while they're in the province. So it's not really your passion. That's how you ended up in this shop. Well, look at me talking about more boring stuff. I could show you some more interesting things I've been working on. Are you sure? Weren't you doing taxes? Oh yeah, that. He spins his head around to look at the open Excel doc on his screen. Well, that can wait. Closing it, he turns his attention back to you. You really don't have to. Let's see, do taxes or talk to you? It's an easy choice for Lee. Please let me procrastinate on it a bit longer. Alright. Oh, here. Why don't you take a seat? He pulls out a chair from beside the table for you to sit on. He looks around the room, contemplating what to show you. Oh, I know. He opens a black case and pulls out what seems to be a drone. Then he turns the power on. The propellers whirl, floating out of his hand in midair, aurora lights running across its frame. Wow. But wait, there's more. He takes out a controller and flips a switch, and an arm like a claw machine extends from the bottom. Gives you a small wave. Want something to drink? We got iced coffee, C2, soft drinks. Sure, I'll take coffee. It knows me. This game knows me. I'll take coffee. One iced coffee coming your way. The drone flows over to the fridge, opens it with his claw arms to reveal. Mostly empty fridge. Looks like we only have soda. Haha. Hope that's okay. I don't really drink soda, but alright. Flies over to you and sets it gently on the desk. Thank you. That's so cool. You made that? Smile forms across Rudy's face at your compliment, chest puffing up with pride. Yeah, this is something I like to do in my spare time. Maybe most of my time. I can see you're very passionate about it. Thanks. His eyes avoid yours. He's been doing that a lot. It seems he has a hard time looking you in the eyes. From your brief time knowing Rudy, you can tell that he's incredibly apt at what he seems like anything tech. You wonder just how he got so good. How'd you get into making this sort of stuff? I think it was grade 5. I was walking home from school and look at these little flashbacks. What's up with them? That's kind of what started it. I would stay up watching videos about robotics, met people online with real life with the same hobbies. It was nice. We had a little community going on. He shakes off a wistful look on his face. Sorry, I'm going on about myself. What'd you tell me about you? About me? Yeah, anything. Any hobbies? Nothing as interesting as yours. What? Don't put yourself down like that. If you're doing it, I'm sure it's cool. He beams at you encouragingly. Does that mean it? Perhaps he's just being kind. Fish keeping is an obvious one. My setup home is pretty simple. It's just one 20-gallon tank. Got 2 frilled rainbows, 5 neo-rasporas, mixed colors. Suddenly you're stuck with a feeling of nervousness. After all, you're talking about your tank with someone who has so much more experience. Only been keeping for a few months, so I'm pretty new at the hobby. It's not exactly the prettiest. Hey, if you ever need help, feel free to ask. If you want, I can even go over there and help you scrape your tank. Is that just an excuse to come over to my place? What? No, I didn't mean. That's not my intention. You laugh. I'm kidding, Rudy. Oh, ha ha ha. Just wait a second. Don't change the subject. Tell me more about you. Do you really want to know more? Well, yeah, why wouldn't I? Wait, am I being too pushy? You don't have to tell me more if you don't want to. How about you show me another one of your gadgets, and maybe I'll tell you another fact about me. You drive a hard bargain. I don't know the thought. I think you'd like this, he says, taking out a cardboard box. It's covered in a thin layer of dust. Then he pulls out an auto robo dog. Oh, but it looks like a bit different. He sits in the middle of the floor, opens on the terminal on his computer. He inputs a command, and the robot starts to move. Oh, no, I think this one's cuter. Bent legs unfold like origami. It pinches his long strap to hold up Otto's body. Body you can only describe as mutilated. Otto wobbles on his legs as if dazed after a long slumber. Eventually it stabilizes, balancing itself on needlepoint legs, prancing around in a circle like a playful baby deer. I do like this. I do genuinely think this is kind of cute. I love it. He gives a sigh of relief. Haha, had me there for a moment. Want to see what else this thing can do? Rudy inputs another command. The screen on Otto's face starts with silly animations. Hatch in effect open. The disavow is out. What? Loud Eurobeat playing. Otto starts dancing. Certainly something to watch. Otto bobs his head up and down rhythmically, doing flips and spins. Wow, this thing is very agile. Jason reaches then Otto, strict pose to finish. Cute. I will applaud. Now that's a performance. People would pay good money to see that. Trust me, I know. It definitely pays to work the crowd. I know this thing is downright adorable, but what if I told you its real purpose is less cute? I use it to join these tournaments. Just competitions where people test their robotic skills and trials through physical combat. You know, gather important data. Rudy? Okay, I used to run a bot fighting ring. Oh, a dance was something I would do to get the crowd hyped up. Used to? You don't do it anymore? No, there were certain things that kept me busy, the shop and Dell and all that. Explains covering dust on the case. Do you miss it? Well, sometimes I... Hey, we had a deal. Now I get to ask you a question. Yeah, the deal. Alright, go on. What's your question? Okay, so let's say there's a guy that was interested in you and they're a bit of a tech nerd. Would that be a turn off? Yeah, I should ask if you're single first. Are you single? Yeah, yes, I'm single. Sighs in relief at your reply. As for my type? I don't think I have a type. I don't think I really have a type. If I like someone, I like them. I don't think I can summarize what I find attractive in a person. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't think I really have a type either. You spot something. Tucked in the corner of the table, a robotic figure, half covered in containers and drawers. Hey, Rudy, what's that one over there? Which one? Follows your gaze. Oh, that one. That isn't a robot, just a figure I was building. It's not finished. Kinda lost leg piece, so. Pulls out the mech model with the missing right leg. Besides from that, it looks complete. It's been weeks that you can't find it anywhere. Poor Ultima V. You have not yet reached your full glory. Not surprising a small thing like that could get lost in such a cluttered place. Rudy lets out a sigh. Just looking at him in this sorry state makes me sad. I had to tuck him away somewhere I couldn't see. Out of sight, out of mind, you know? Character Ultima V is familiar to you. You remembered it from your childhood. Old mecha anime that used to play early in the mornings. Yeah, like 5 o'clock. Used to watch Robotech. Used to catch it at 5 a.m. in the morning. Even when I was on break. Brings back memories of early mornings getting ready for school. The TV left on, playing cartoons. I remember watching this as a kid. Not much, though. It's actually one of my favorites. I omit most of the nostalgia. Place Ultima back in its hiding spot. I have ones I actually finished, but I keep those in my room. Maybe I can show you sometime. Maybe. Maybe. Hopeful smile spreads across his face. Your eyes land on something on the desk. A few small egg-shaped objects. You recognize them as Tamagotchis like the one Delphi had. Wow, you have a lot of Tamas. Oh, these, I bought them as secondhand. Decided to try my hand at modding them. I left this project rot for a few months now. Oh, the one you get Delphi. Was that a modded one too? The one I get Del? Oh yeah, I did give one to him. It was ages ago. I completely forgot. Yeah, it was modded. How did you know about that? Well, he told me about it. He's been using it for the past weeks to not so great success. How so? Thomas keep dying. It's not making it to the adult stage. Are you sure that has to do with my modding? Maybe he's just bad at the game. Kidding. Yeah, I'll check it out. I didn't even know he was using it. He didn't seem interested when I gave it to him. Hopefully it didn't cost too much grief. He takes his game surprisingly serious. Yeah. Too late for that. Hey, thanks for coming over to talk. I hope I didn't bore you too much. Don't worry, that's all far from boring. Rudy gets the call. The pizza's here. He brings them up and lays them out on the kitchen. There, if you take seats around the table, your mouth waters the smell of freshly baked pizza. Rudy takes a bite of the pizza and lets out a content sigh. Finally. How's those pizzas, Del? You look over at Delphi. 3 pizzas piled up on his plate. Another held in his hand, a bite ready, taken out. It's good. How are you enjoying them, Jen? It's most likely the influence of your hunger, but every bite feels more satisfying than the last. With your mouth still occupied with pizza, you can give us an appreciative mumble and nod of your head. Delphi lets out a light laugh in response. Chewing a bit more, you swallow the food and give a sheepish smile. He leans in, placing his elbows on the table, head gently resting on his interlocked fingers. Jen, I hope you don't mind saying this, but I think you're very endearing. Having you around to talk to is a welcome surprise. Rudy gives Delphi a look, brows raised. So strange. What is it now, Rudy? You're being so nice. You never called me endearing. That's because you're not. I know you love me. Deep down in that mechanical heart of yours. It's not that strange, is it? Del, there's nothing about you that isn't strange. It's not strange. I guess I didn't expect you to be so friendly to Jen. You can be mean if that's what you want. No, thank you. The two of them both let out a laugh. Seems even with how they antagonize each other, they got along quite well. Rudy turns to you. No, it's not much, but I hope the pizza makes up for all the help you've been. I didn't do that much. Don't think I'm talking about the boxes. I meant for what happened yesterday, too. It's really fine. I'm just happy the place didn't burn down. I, for one, am thankful for that fire. What? Why? Well, the fire didn't happen. Delphi turns to you. We might have gotten to meet. I would have still met her. Yes. The only way I know about Jen is through your rampant gushing. Gushing? I wasn't gushing. There was no gushing. Rudy turns to you to learn closer in a conspiratorial manner. Don't listen to this guy. I think his memory banks might have been corrupted. Really. So I guess it's my corrupted memory that you were talking about how you and I, quote, met the harbor. So Duff finishes his sentence. Rudy slams his hand over his mouth. Okay, that's enough of that. You hear Delph laughing underneath Rudy's hand. I can't help but joining along. Soon the conversation starts to flow, jumping from one topic to another. Eventually the topic of Dell's comic is brought up. It's a funny story, right, Del? Delphi? You know what? Yeah, it's pretty funny. Really? No. Hey now, I was supposed to know you were actually playing the thing. Del backs off with a sigh. No, you're right. Look, I'll fix it. I'll get back to its original factory settings. So this time, if it dies, it's gonna be on you. I'm up for the challenge. Delphi turns to you with an appreciative smile. I can't thank you enough for finding this out. Like, seriously, I might spend the rest of my life trying to get to adulthood. Happy to have helped. It's just lucky that I brought it up. Well, it seems you've been a source of good luck for me recently. Maybe this means I should keep you around more often. Have some of that good luck rub off on me. The three of you are like this for a while, talking and laughing, getting into the occasional light-hearted argument. Before you realize, all the pizza's gone, 3 hours have passed. This has been really fun, but I should probably be heading home. I'll walk you down. You and Rudy make your way down the stairs. He keeps glancing at you nervously like he wants to say something, but second guesses himself just before. So two of you get to the shop. He stops you. Hey, I wanted to let you know I had a great time today. I really hope you did too, and he laughs nervously. I guess I just want to ask if maybe you have your number, please. Thinking back to the time you spent here, you really did enjoy yourself. You wouldn't mind keeping contact with this odd pair? Sure, you can have my number. Really, that's great. He pulls out his phone. You put his number in contacts. As you leave, he gives you a final wave goodbye. When you arrive home, you take off your shoes and change into your house clothes. Slumping on the couch, you sigh from another active day. Pulling out your phone, you shoot Mallow a text. Hey, Mallow. Just got back home. 10 minutes pass before you check your phone. Still no reply. Wow, you actually pay attention to work? A few seconds later, 3 dots appear. Mallow types for a while, then stops. You go on with your day. Next time you checked your phone, the sun had already set. Should save. Almost forgot to save. Still no reply. Guess he's busy. 2 days later, Guardia Tech office's 4th floor. Well, actually, I think I'm going to stop there today because my voice is getting a little bit tired, but this is really fun. The characters are really endearing. I love the artwork of the sprites. And if you'd like to give this game a try, support the developer, I will leave the link in the description below. As always, if you're working on something, don't forget to enjoy the process and have a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.